Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode here of G1's Adventure. In the last episode we worked on this awesome storage room building that I think looks really nice. And today we're going to be building yet another building that actually has a purpose for us. Now you can see this weird spot of land right here that, if you remember, was actually a small hill that led up to that small cave. That cave ultimately leads to nothing, so I decided to flatten the land. And on this land we are going to be putting a forge. Now I'm very excited but also nervous to build this, because usually when I build buildings in this village, I make it mostly out of wood, as you can see here. However, we don't want to make it mostly out of wood so that it doesn't, burn down. So it's going to be mostly made out of cobblestone, but I also have a little bit of some cobble deep slate, so hopefully we can kind of integrate that in there somewhere. But like any good build, we need to start with the frame. Okay, I think that this is pretty spacious. I think, there's quite a lot of room. We could move this up a little bit, but what my issue is, I don't want it to go past this point. Like, I don't want it to go here and then we have this weird little gap right here. So I decided to make it just go back to here, and then eventually that wall is going to be made out of a different material. So when we build the roof coming kind of like out of it, I guess you could say, so from this pillar out, it will look a little bit weird, but that will be changed to be like cobblestone, like how these are. So what I think I want to start working on is the actual floor really quick. Does that look bad? I don't think so. I think the problem is that we also can see the stone, so like I'm naturally just looking at the stone, then the cobblestone, then this, which looked a little bit too much for this build. So I think once we get the wall in and like we won't be able to see the stone, I think it'll look a lot better. So with the position that this forge is facing, we have one side of the wall facing the actual wall over here, and then this wall is just facing the openness over here. So what I think I want to do is I want to dedicate maybe this wall and this wall to be the actual forge. Maybe we could do a row of the normal furnaces here, right? Like we can run a line like this, get two more there, and then maybe we can do the blast furnace over here. I like the idea of having this wall be the kind of blast furnace wall and this one being the normal furnace wall. Now potentially we don't even need to do 8 furnaces. Like maybe we can do something like that and then decorate the side over here or something. All right, so I'm currently making the blast furnaces. So for now, let's figure out a design that we could do for the normal furnaces here. So I would love to avoid using any blocks that we can like find on the ground over here. So cobblestone, I want to maybe try and save. I don't know. I might use it for like the roof and stuff. But what I am thinking of doing is maybe turning some of these into polished andesite, and then maybe we can do something like here. Okay, I don't think that that's bad, but I wonder if we can maybe incorporate some of the deep slate in here. I don't mind having the deep slate kind of going over like this. I actually kind of like it, but the issue is with this here. I don't like how it looks connecting here and here. If we did something like that, I actually think I would like that more, because it kind of looks kind of like the polished. I mean, hey, this is polished deep slate and it looks like the polished andesite. Who would have known that they look kind of the same? So what if we tried to make this somewhat automatic? Now I have an idea on potentially how we could do this. So what I'm thinking we could do potentially is, could we run barrels across the top here? Because if we did something like that, we can get that nice unique shape right here, or the look of the barrel on the side, which I am okay with. And then the next thing we need to do is have the furnaces go here. But what we could do is put the hoppers here and then potentially put trap doors here, which gives it a little bit of, thickness on the outside, because it's not just, flat, but it also hides the hoppers here. And then potentially what we could do is have the barrels output go here, have the hoppers run this way, 3 going into each like that, and then we could do something like this, and then we can place a lantern on the top right there. And then maybe we could do something like that. I don't know how bad that look. I actually don't mind that, because we can still access these when we need to, put the fuel in, which I actually kind of like how with these slabs here, only thing you can see is the bottom part, which I don't know. I feel like that would be where you would access, like you put in the coal, you know what I'm saying? I actually am okay with that. Alrighty, so as far as the wall goes, I kind of want to do something with the deep slate over here. I feel like this could look quite interesting. We just have to make it, look a little bit more interesting. So I'm thinking I definitely want the windows to go here, which, I mean, that doesn't look that bad, I don't think. Like, I don't mind that. Okay, that I actually think looks a little bit better, I think. Yeah, I think that I like that a lot more. And then I think, yeah, I do want to strip it, I believe. Yeah, I am okay with that. Alrighty, so I am finished with the roof. So I decided to add in some patches of the deep slate there, just so that it looks a little bit, detailed, I guess, and not just straight up, wood. And I think it looks quite nice, honestly. Now, I think that this is at the point of the series where I'm starting to kind of sway away from what we originally started. I don't like the stripped oak. I don't know. It just doesn't match with this build. I don't really love it. I think it's kind of bad, honestly. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just don't love it. Now, the issue that I'm facing with this wood is that I don't want to replace it with the spruce over here because I don't want that to kind of clash, right? I like how it's kind of like a detailed. So I think instead we do something completely different. See, I want to do something maybe with some stone like that, but that looks a little bit too bright for the kind of deep slate that we're going here. We need a different block here. Oh, wait, we need to do a couple of things. So I actually don't like the way that the cobblestone looks on the top up there because our walls are cobblestone. It kind of just blends in a little bit too well over here. I have an idea of a block that we might be able to use both for here and here. Let me go gather some really quick. Alrighty, doesn't that just look a lot nicer? I really like that. I'm not gonna lie. I think that the gray kind of matches the vibe of this area a lot, but it doesn't, you know, oh, I love that so much actually. I've got to say, tuff has become one of my favorite blocks to work with, and something that I am very excited for is what I want to do to replace the strip log there, because I still want to do that. And let's quickly just take a look at some of the blocks that we can use with the tuff. So we have access to things like the tuff bricks. We have the polished tuff, which you kind of saw with the stair, but then you have a couple of interesting blocks. You have the chiseled tuff here, and then the chiseled tuff bricks. Now, I personally really like these a lot more. However, I haven't really used these before. And honestly, yeah, I think I want to go with those. I think the reason why I want to go with that is because it kind of has its own little texturing on it, like kind of thing. So it makes it look kind of unique in its own sense, which I really, really like. Now, something that I would really, really like to do is make kind of like a second floor. Something kind of like this, I think. Yeah, like I kind of want it to... Like, I'm okay with having that kind of peek up over here, honestly. Like, I do kind of like that in a sense, oddly enough. Now, unfortunately, I am in no position to decorate this area, unfortunately. But what I do want to do is I want to put a window right here. And I don't know if it would make sense to do one here. Like, why not? Right there. We can do a window there, and then that way from the back... Okay, that's not bad, I don't think. In the future, I would like to decorate with some, you know, beds and whatnot, but unfortunately, I don't think I can at the moment. Although I am okay putting some chests in here just to add a little bit of some decoration, and then, yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And again, something that I would love to be able to do one day is actually maybe replace these chests with like a pile of coal here. I think that that would be really, really awesome to do. I am, once again, in no position to... Actually, I might be able to do that, actually. I believe I turned all my coal, yes, into blocks of coal over here. I actually might be able to sacrifice it now. While this is my fuel, I can always just go ahead and get a little bit more. I actually think it would be kind of cool to just place a little pile of coal right here. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I actually think that that does fill up the room quite a bit, just like a big mound of coal right here. Probably not something that blacksmiths would actually do, but I like the idea anyway. That's actually fine because we can now just put the chest up here instead like that. Honestly, yeah, I am a big fan of this. The only thing I want to do is fix this little patch of stone. Alrighty, I added just whatever this is, honestly, just so that it looked kind of like something interesting on the front. And honestly, yeah, I think that this is okay. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like the way that that looks. It's a little bit more simple, like as far as the roof goes, it's kind of just a more simple version. But the fact that we did a mostly stone building is honestly something I'm not really used to doing. Let me know in the comment section down below, did you guys enjoy this video? Do you guys enjoy me making more buildings out of stone? I thought it would be more fitting for the forge building over here. But let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and also sharing with your friend. That's the best way to support the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.